again with part 3 of the Clair Obscur soundtrack. And I have gone through many of your suggestions and recommendations and added a new playlist here, which we will go through today. Alicia, this first track is just something we did in a previous live stream, but these are the tracks you recommended to me. So I have prepared my coffee. Perhaps you have your tea or coffee ready, because it will be all these tracks a long stream. And please share your experiences in the comments for the game, the music, how they related to the story and experience as you played it. All right, so I will now stop this track, and even though it's beautiful, let's listen to the chorus. And then I will increase the volume to max. I can't stop through the chorus, it's simply too beautiful. Alright, there we go. So the first track, if we delete this, is Ciel. Here we go. Okay, is it rain in the background? Very introspective.
Étincelle, fragment essentiel, éclat, clair.
Also an intimate vocal. Piano is way in the background here. Interesting harmonic progression there. Letting it breathe here.
Sentinelle, va-et-vient rétignant.
Oh, nice run on the piano. Again, up down.
Délivre ton cœur, aérienne ton.
Lots of fast runs on the piano in the background. Back to this super emotional solo violin. Hear those soft, shimmering dynamics on the violin.
Annuel, toute l'éternel.
Truly feel like she's singing her story here. Please translate in the comments if you know French.
S'efface dans le temps. Universel, acquisistentiel, splendeur de l'arc-en-ciel.
Again, hearing it breathe. Is it rain in the background or something? On some of the pauses.
Notre absence témoin, crie, chante.
She has such a beautiful phrasing.
De sable du temps.
Here, the accent.
Poussière libre, âme du néant.
And that vibrato at the end. Ooh. Hear how delicate the bow goes against the strings. shimmer harmonics, and then that beautiful diminuendo harmonics at the end. All right, so that was CL, Evil Little Monkey. Can't wait to listen to The End in Me. It's the second track, so get ready for that. If anyone speaks French, you can perhaps translate the lyrics sometimes when she sings like this, because it feels like she's telling like a very emotional story. All right, let's just jump to the next track. This one, The End in Me. Love this staccato string pattern. Oh! The full arrangement starts to dance with this drum pattern picking up speed as well. Is this a boss fight? Really cool rhythmic phrase. And the horns coming in with staccato notes as well. Oh yeah! Power chorus. The goosebumps. And listen to this harpsichord. Spiky sound in the background. Adds a touch of class and elegance. Very much staccato driven. And this operatic high voice on top. This has to be a boss fight. It feels so intense, but also somehow majestic. Oh man, this chorus. Wow! Even higher! And ending on that sub bass drop, which creates a kind of like the boss dropped or something. Let's see, are you planning on playing the game ever? Maybe, I don't know if it's even available. I only have a Mac since I'm a music composer. Not sure if it's available on Mac, on Steam. French viewer here, this song does talk about the character CL and her story. And her story is a tragic one, I assume. Let's see, The End in Me, can someone let me know if this was a boss fight or... Not even a boss fight theme, just a regular fight theme. Okay, yeah. Probably, to be perfectly honest, I don't really have time to game anymore as I used to, since I have 2 jobs and like my YouTube channel, live streaming and everything. So it's okay if you spoil the story. It's perfectly fine. Let's see. The next one is this, which is called Letter a Mail. Letter as in what you send, like letter in English? Or? Let's see. Hello, Roman! Lots of N. Greetings from Sweden, by the way, if you are wondering what accent I have. And I am sorry if I mispronounce the French, because it's hard. All right. Yes, letter to Mikael. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Cool. Sounds like some Final Fantasy introspective piano piece almost. Nostalgic Final Fantasy if you ever played that game. Super atmospheric and dreamy. Otherworldly, I would even call it. Okay. Speeding up. Huge reverb. And stereo on the piano. I love those breaks that the composer adds in a lot of tracks in the soundtrack. This sounds like you have entered like another dimension, a dream world. And it's like the low piano notes, dum bum bum, and then the high plinky ones creating a contrast. Wow, the vocal sound design effects. Creating a kind of a misty, foggy sound. And ending on, again, diminuendo, meaning, well, a fade out in this case. And slowing it a bit down at the same time. Letter A, Mikael. What kind of letter was it in the game? Was this like a letter of goodbye or something? Let's see. Evil Little Monkey. I watch every reaction I come across people listening to this OST, and a lot of people say that this cello is the favorite. Even it is. I don't have a real full-size cello. I have this, which is called a Goduk, but it's a very big version, which I tuned as a cello, because I really love those warm tones. I think what I love the most is that you can play in like baritone register, if you compare it to the human voice, like low D2, for example. I often play in D minor and G minor. And then you can also go up higher as well. And often cello is used to play these slower, more emotional melodies instead of faster melodies. And I think those slower gliding notes really adds a lot of emotional intimacy to the vibes. So that's my reason. I also love piano, of course. Piano is my first instrument, but I play flute, I play clarinet, I play other string instruments, bouzouki, acoustic guitar. I love it. I'm addicted to instruments, basically. All right, so let's see. The next one is Lumière s'éteint. I cannot understand how you French people learn this language. All right, here we go. Okay, so this theme again.
corps silencieux de nos âmes, lèvres fantômes, et râle pâle. Lumière s'éteint.
Voiceover. Narration.
Au loin, elle s'élève, seule, sans détour, songe, sans retour. Lumière s'éteint.
Like a poem.
Les pétales d'iris envahissent les rues du jour déclinant, nuées complices du clair-obscur vacillant, nuances de chagrin, ils dansent autour des heures littorales, éclipse, florale, lumière s'éteint, variation dans l'air, vapeur de nos chairs,
But quite intense backing
respiration
music.
amère, lumière s'éteint, contre-temps volontaire, contre-champ solitaire, lumière s'éteint.
If this is a poem.
Si le temps se perd à contre-courant, les miroirs s'enteints dévoilent leur nature.
Sounds like he's
Si nos
reading
pulsations jouent à contre-cœur,
his own letter or
notre
something.
amour veillera sur la mesure. Lumière s'éteint.
Oh, it is played in the game. Wow! And then the piano turns like super intense and almost chaotic in the playing style here.
Pâleur du jour, cœur sourd, miroir de nos amours, lumière s'éteint. Attache harnais, cordage resserré, nœud marin et récif carmin. Flot secoué, doute à chavirer, lumière s'éteint. Nuage à la dérive, lien en déclive, brume qui déteint, lumière s'éteint. Seul, sans secours, songe, sans contour,
Quite loud dynamics on the piano as well.
pour toujours, lumière s'éteint. Aux dernières lueurs d'outre-mer, à l'aurore d'un nouveau jour, les cormorans volent à contre-jour, lumière s'éteint.
Wow, that was actually very interesting. So it is a poem that's in the game. It means light goes out. And the music, what I found very interesting is that he reads very like calm. I don't even try to speak the French words, but basically, you know, very introspective, emotional. But the piano like bum 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 bum, like very intense. Even the strings that were backing some sections were very intense. So it felt like the music portrayed like some kind of really strong frustrations inside of him, whereas his words were like this more melancholic, emotional, which created a cool contrast, I think. Lumière is also the name of the hometown of the characters. Lumière means light. Someone mentioned that in the last live stream, actually, light. And that like Paris is the city of light, like in the real world, it was used to call that. Yeah, oh yeah. I should have read the full comment. Sorry. Light shuts down, light turns off. So it plays in the game random zone. Like you don't even have like his character text or something on the screen. It was like I can see why that was a WTF moment. All right, that was very interesting, that track. Now we get the Gestrel Village, and all Gestrel tracks so far has been really uplifting, party mode, fun and light-hearted, which is in stark contrast to basically all music in the game, which is super emotional, tragic, and full of conflict. So let's do Gestrel Village, Gestrel Private Club. Where does this play in the game and the setting and so on? Here we go. Oh yeah. Very light-hearted rhythmic groove. And these stabs. There. Electric keys, I think. Lots Lots of stereo effects going on. And saxophone comes in again, like all Gestrel tracks basically. But this is more bluesy, not as 80s rock vibe. And a full horn section. Brass band. This feels like a bar, tavern. Like a band in a tavern playing together. More jazzy here. Oh yeah. Ooh. And a bit of funky bass line as well. They're like handing off to each musician. Was not expecting this vocal.
Better believe it. Beep, beep. Get out of my way. Move your body.
What?
Everybody.
This was like totally out of character for the rest of the soundtrack. A bit of funk, all muted. And a little riff ending it all instead of a fade out or a cadence. Wow, that came from nowhere. Hello, Luxo, Miko, Lumiere. Yeah, was the last comment. I need to check this one. I'm checking OBS on this screen and the YouTube. I have 3 displays, so it gets a bit crazy for me sometimes. All right. Okay, so it was more like funky, jazzy vibes in that one. Gestrel Private Club, which was, track number 5 here. They look like those wooden model things artists used to reference when drawing. Oh, you mean... I know what you mean. My best friend is an illustrator, so he used those for practicing. I can't even remember where we hear that song. It says Gestrel Private Club, so I assume it's like a private part of a invite only in a tavern, back room or something. Or the cellar of a tavern having like some sneaky games going on. And betting, maybe. I think that song is played in the Flying Casino Island. So I was right about the betting and games then. Not sure though. Okay, so that was this one, Gestrel Village Private Club. The next one is another one from Spring Meadows, which again is another area, I guess. Sounds beautiful, Spring Meadows. Linen and Cotton. Here we go. Again, super, super atmospheric. Listen to this big reverb and like a veil. This pad going on in the background. Wow!
Feel the ink flowering in your face. It will be
This plinky magical keys sounds like those classic 80s, 90s keys. Bit uplifting in the keys compared to her emotional voice.
There are so many different times.
That was an interesting contrast.
Don't be afraid of the passing time.
Because now it's gone all minor and emotional here. Except for that chord. A bit of hope added there.
Remaining time, fleeing time.
And again, Lorien, the composer, is amazing at adding this phrasing where it breaks and... Here, let every note breathe out. Adds such an emotional, introspective vibe to it. And he does this in many tracks on the soundtrack. I think more music producers and composers should dare to let the music breathe every now and again in the phrasing.
Feel the ink flowing in your veins. It will be blood of your life. Give up the
There, that hope chord again.
every sorrow is born of love.
Very, very dreamy and
Every love
magical sounding keys. With this really tragic, emotional vocal performance on top.
is born of love. Time transcends pain. Though the sister
Again, listen to the phrasing and breathing. It flows like in waves, and then it goes down now, go down, and building up, and then go down. Nice. It was just one arpeggio, ding, 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 and then little high plink note, and then her voice did a diminuendo in dynamics going down. So that phrasing, I feel that's one of Lorien's greatest strength as a composer, because this game soundtrack reflects the game's grand scale, and if you want to get a sense of that huge, the grandness, like let's compare to movies like The Lord of the Rings, etc. It's like a grand adventure. Everything is larger than life, basically. If you just play all the time, then you don't get that sense of grand scale. But when you play, for example, let's say piano, strings, voice, and do the phrasing a lot, if you have huge reverb, a huge sense of space, let the instruments ring out, then you get the sense for the grand scale. And he uses this technique to great effect in the entire soundtrack. Let's see the comments. Lorien is a true genius, I swear. Yeah, I mean, to me, did he even do any... Does he do any, like, as an artist before this? Because I haven't heard of him as a composer before this soundtrack. I think this was his first big soundtrack. Spoiling the plot twist while being in the first area of the... Is this the first area? Spring Meadows. Oh, I see. Yeah, it sounds pretty Spring Meadows. It's like... It has that gentle vibe, almost like Elven Forest in World of Warcraft. Like the first area. It's not real spoilers since you can't understand what they're talking about. Mixed languages, so you have to do decrypting. I assume you don't get as much spoilers if you don't speak French. If you are French, is it more spoiled in the story? And also something I have been wondering, by the way, is this is one of the first game soundtracks I heard with so many vocal, like, lyrics. Normally with soundtrack music, I myself as a composer, you know, I mean, when you listen to music in a game, in a movie, normally you shouldn't use as much vocals as it interferes with the narration, with, you know, it gets in the way, basically. So where exactly do the vocal tracks play in the game? Because I assume you need to have like a calmer area where the lyrics and voices does not get in the way for voiceover narration of characters, etc. Let's see. It's not 100% modern French. I think someone mentioned it like it's like an ancient French language. I can't remember the name for it, but yeah. So let's see. He was a private guitar teacher. Yeah, I read that, but did he do any like albums before this as an artist? Because he's a great guitar player. And obviously, as we have heard, an amazing composer. Let's see, Luxu, I'm French, you can understand few things, but not much, to be honest. Do you mean about spoiling, or is this the French they sing? Is that really... Is it hard to understand as a like modern French person? I think this was his first ever big work. Yeah, I think someone mentioned that in a comment on one of my previous videos. I mean, then he was like went from nothing to heroic level straight away. Let's see, Niklas, sorry I was late checking out the other streams. Love from Sweden as well. Yeah, greetings to you and cheers. I have my coffee here. In Sweden we'd only drink coffee basically. And let's see about the lyrics. Some of it are understandable, but most of it are not. Ah, I see. So I wonder if it's like, is it like gibberish French, or is it actually like some historic real French dialect or something? All right, so the next track we're going to do is Pourquoi naisse un bouquet? Again, my French is not the best. It's basically the worst. Here we go.
Le jour viendra où l'on s'efface, d'autres cœurs prendront la place.
Basically piano and guitar.
Portent leur prénom sur les ruines de nos chansons. Couleur, silence.
Backing up this emotional voice.
Dessin, absence.
But as you can hear, both the piano and guitar plays more arpeggios and single notes at a time, creating this more intimate vibe.
Lorsque nos noms deviennent noms.
And it gives full attention to the voice.
Que mon absence serve donc pour demain. Quand de mes mains froides je peindrai notre fin. Silence serve.
The guitar plays more in the lower range, whereas the piano clinking on the high notes, creating that bell-like character.
Tu peindras notre fin. Au lendemain.
Oh, beautiful.
Rêver.
Oh, nice vibrato there. I love this silky,
je ne te dis pas
long notes when she does those.
adieu à toi que de nos rêves brisés
Where does this play in the game?
naissent des bouquets pour ceux qui ne cessent de s'aimer.
Is this like another letter or something? A message to someone?
Que ton silence serve d'encre pour demain, quand de tes mains distantes tu peindras notre fin, ensemble vers demain, les mains vides
I love the echoey vibes on the plinking piano notes.
c'est dans nos mains que brille la lumière.
Ending with lumière, ending with light. I don't know if that was a kind of call for hope or something. Let's see, it's from the DLC. I didn't even know there was a DLC. Oh yeah, versus drafts. Okay, so they made a DLC for this game as well. I actually did not notice it, but if we check the track list here, I see versus drafts here. And also see this, Nos vis en lumière. Was that... So are there two DLCs? Because the other one says just original soundtrack. Let's see, you might have already, but did you listen to the Lost Voices? I think either in the last live stream or the previous one, part 1 or 2. Let's see. It plays in a small part of the newest area that was added just a couple of months ago. Okay, so they are still expanding the game with more DLCs. A free update? Really? I mean, a free DLC. I feel like, did any of you guys play Larian Studios games like Divinity and Baldur's Gate 3? Because I'm getting the same kind of huge passion from the developers and the, you know, the spirit of by gamers for gamers. It seems like all the best games of the past years have been these independent game studios. All right, so let's see what we have more. Another one from Spring Meadows, Battling Breeze. So I guess a fight track. Very dancey, rhythmic groove. But still with this dreamy, high piano, echoey vibe. Making it again feel otherworldly. Cool transition effect. Heavy drums coming in, so I guess this is a fight now. A very dreamy fight. And listen, I hear backing electric guitar. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Really cool horn line. With some sound design effect on it. Listen to the gliding transition sound. 2. Second stage, maybe. To this minimal part. Whoa! I'm a huge fan of epic choirs in soundtracks. majestic horns building in the back. Third stage or something. Turning dreamy and otherworldly again. Listen to that vocal sound effect in the back. Here. Sneaky. Mysterious. This voice effect as well as a transition to the chorus. Those electric guitars really add some grit in the character in the background. Really hectic, rhythmic, chaotic phrase. What a cool way to end the track! This chaotic kind of phrasing on the strings, and then just a little. I mean, let's listen to that final part again. Listen. Wee! Almost. They did on the violin almost the sound of dragging a wet finger on a window pane. That's I can't explain it any other way. All right, let's see. Where do we have some comments on this? New area. Let's see. They take all the words and announce free stuff. It's. I mean, I hope they got at least some good backing donations and stuff from people, because. Did this game start as a what is called Kickstarter or something? Or did they have, because this was their first big game, right? So I wonder just how they got the funding for it, if this was their first game. Thing is, if the developers don't love what they do, how can we players love the result? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've been pretty cynical about the gaming industry for many years, since the corporations take over and just kill the soul and spirit of everything. So I love it when, the CEO of Larian Studios basically gave the middle finger to the entire AAA corporation industry, because they don't have the passion. They just want to make as much money as possible. Let's see, they got helped by Kepler Interactive. Okay, what other games did they do? I can't place them. Well, I'm gonna have to get back soon. My dogs wants to get out. Bye, Niklas. See you around. Let's see, the entire game's budget was $10 million. Wow, that's like nothing for a grand scale game like this, especially since someone mentioned it took 5 years of development. I mean, it's crazy. Another from Sweden. Hello, Soul. No Kickstarter. They had private investors. That's the better part, to have private investors that actually are passionate about gaming, not the corporate. I mean, the EA and what's it called, Electronic Arts and all those bigger corporations. They just killed the passion and soul of gaming during the last 10 years or something. I mean, when I started gaming World of Warcraft back in the days, it was like the pure nerds and passionate people that actually made Blizzard in the 90s. I grew up then. I played in the 90s. I played games like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, which was still one of my favorite franchises. And the original Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. And the developers back then were so passionate about their games. But somewhere around 2010 and after that, things started to just get worse, in my opinion. Very small budget indeed. Business Angels, they got Kepler as a publisher. I wonder what game they will do after this. after this huge success, if they will continue. I think someone mentioned they want to keep the world in the same world for their next game. Cheers, Niklas. See you around. All right, let's move on to the next one on the list, which is, Monaco. Okay, so let's turn more light-hearted once more. Tic Tacs. Tic Tacs? Isn't that those little chewing tablets? Let's see. Here we go. Very interesting chord progression. Wow. Oh. Tic tac as in a clock. I see. We say tick tock in Swedish. Very hauntingly mysterious vibe. So tic tac, if they refer to a clock, is it like about time? This track, memories. Nice sound effect there. But still, just droning on this arpeggio on the guitar. Pam 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 pam. Interesting, they accent some of the tic-tacs with a jingling shaker. Damn, what a cool vocal harmony effect. So dark. Twisted. And this reverse shimmer. Okay, speeding up. Get this shaker going in a stereo field. And the piano starts to do bigger arpeggios, like adding a sense of urgency here. Is time running out? Wow, these harmonies are so dark and pay attention. Wow. They just ended with that little one note on plucking a string, and then it just pulsated in lower volume, and then it's just shimmering string harmonic below it. Oh wow, let's see. This one says tick. Yeah, TikTok. The hours are ticking. I think it's the theme from Frozen Hearts. It says, let's see, it says Monaco Station. So I'm not sure if it's like a train station. Maybe not the same world, but Clair Obscur is a franchise like Final Fantasy, same theme and different. Oh, I see. So they will continue the Clair Obscur world building. Let's see, maybe even different gameplays. Expedition 33 is about the painters. Maybe they will make a game about the writers. Ah, I see. Interesting. Did I miss one? Okay, let's see. The next one is called The Reacher. The Reacher does not sound like an area. It sounds like a character. Is it a boss? Who is it in the game? The track is called Memoirs. Monaco Station is a frozen train station. Frozen in time. Very cool. In the story, the painters and writers are in war against each other. Ah, now that makes sense, Mikko, because One Life to Paint, was it? One of the translations for one of the Univi tracks. Monaco is a character, station is where you meet him. Interesting. I think because the other Monaco tracks were more light-hearted, this one was very high tension, dark, mysterious, and hectic in a way. Yeah, A Life to Paint and A Life to Love. And what was the... To Dream. Ah, yeah, there it was, the Univi trilogy. All right, so the next one is, if someone can explain where this is in the game, who is the Reacher? Memoirs. Grand scale again. Super atmospheric. Hear a subtle pulse on the strings in the background. Bass line comes in here. Even some electric guitars. But everything is dialed down in intensity so far. But it has a subtle pulse in the groove. Okay. Turning more. These kinds of melodies always remind me of like Japanese soundtracks like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. But not the backing part. The backing part is like these magical shimmering keys. Soft, emotional melody. But this high plinky keyboard always reminds me of like 80s style keyboards. Has that magical shimmery tone. Going higher. Back to minimal again. I mean, this section here sounds like it could have been the intro to some 80s rock ballad, basically. With those 80s plinky magical keyboards. But instead they go into these more orchestral sections on the choruses. And ending with that plinky magical shimmer fading slowly from the last note. All right, so let's see. The Reachers is an area in the game where you just climb up. That's why the music went higher there in the second section, I think. As to see streaming, man. Hello, Jeff, my friend from Wales, turning into my live stream. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to do lots of live streaming in this year, basically going all in as I see it working way better and engaging with the chat like this. Reacher is an optional area. It's to do with Alicia and her relationship with Renoir, her father. I see. Why was this... You climb up. So why was this so introspective and dreamy? These memoirs. Memoirs, it's like the thing you write, like memoirs, at the end of your life, basically. Is that the same word, memoirs? Okay, let's go to the next one. This one was highly requested by many of you in the comments. Flying Waters Electric Tides. So I assume we are going to go to some electronic grooves here. Let's see. It all can also mean memories. Memories, memoirs. I see. The music was made during the game development from the start almost, so it makes sense in some other games the music is made afterwards. That's an interesting perspective. Let's see. Flying Waters, Electric Tides. Where does this play? Here we go. What a haunting synth had there in the background. This super high tension gliding sound effect. Lots of echoes going on, blinking from left to right. Flying Waters. Is this like an underwater theme? Really getting a sense of water overall, this flowy vibe, echoey. And these almost marimba sounding sounds. Like that soft attack, plinky tones. Oh, those high bell notes. Very minimal between the main accents in this phrasing. Again, letting everything breathe. It's like the instruments are speaking in short phrases. Listen to those backwards effects. Super otherworldly. Oh! I love this tension glide transition. And what does this represent? Is it some creature? Oh! We're turning more heavy here. This was a super unique, unusual sound. short, edgy synth pulsing. With this huge bass really amping everything up. The bass is still here. It wasn't there from the beginning. But we're going back to this flowy, plinky, echoey vibe. Such a unique texture to the sounds. This was definitely one of the more unique tracks so far. But you hear this constant pumping, side chaining going on as well. Wait. Wow. What a gritty violin part. Is it maybe electric violin even? And just finishing on that final fast fade out. Let's see. Underwater area. That was the... yeah, it was an underwater area. Okay, cool. You're not having the full experience by listening only to the song. I assume so. I sadly don't have time to game, especially not full games anymore in my life with 2 jobs, YouTube. I have 7 YouTube channels, 1 Instagram. I have too much to do, basically. I have 3 hours every week that I play with my game, and we play Baldur's Gate. It will take like 2 years to complete. Let's see. Sorry for my English, I can't make good sentences. Well, sorry for my French, I can't even speak the words. Let's see. It's an early game track for an area called Flying Waters. Yeah, that was... oh yeah, that was this track. It's one of the first magical areas as you are underwater. Ah, I see. Maybe that was like you swimming or something, that flowy woo vibe of it. Let's see, music really serves the purpose of the game. Yeah, man, of course. All right, let's move on to number 12. Today we have Yellow Forest. I don't think I played any tracks from this area, or did I, in my past live streams? It's called Honey and Clayworks. Where does this play in the game? Here we go. Oh wow. Really dark choir vibes, like a church, a dark hymn. Where will this lead? Shimmering fade out. Ooh. Just went hard into that full chord on the keys. Oh, listen to the chime bells and shakers. I love the contrast between these bell-like textures of the keys and other sounds compared to her beautiful flowy, silky voice line. feels like floating slowly. Super dreamy again. Praising again. Love it when the composer lets everything breathe like that. Some of those operatic notes sneaking in here and there. But overall this feels... The vibe I get is a friendly, it's introspective, a bit emotional, but still low intensity. I assume this area is more friendly place. Lighter if somehow. Yeah, it even ends in a light-hearted way, like with this arpeggio going up on the chord like dim bam bam ba, and then letting it all fade slowly. So yeah, it feels... what did you write here? First optional areas of the game, first level the design, and made the size they represented to the publisher. It's a pretty big open area. Yeah, I felt exactly like that. Like this open world inviting to adventure, but nothing really scary happens yet. What's funny is the first I went there, I missed the grapples come up and thought it was just a silly little small zone. And you ended up in a big, huge area. Orima. Hey Rexy, welcome to the stream. Greetings from Sweden. And my coffee is out, sadly. I have this huge mug. I call it my pint of coffee. It's 0.5 liters. I don't know what that is in other units. But you French people, you use liter as well, like the metric. Back now. Hey, welcome back, Nicholas. I don't have a dog. I have a cat, so I need to close my door because he usually jumps up right here on my keyboard and starts to press buttons. So I need to close my room door. Let's see. The next one on the list we have here is Ancient Sanctuary. That sounds very church, divine vibe. Holy. Path on the Roots. So comment where this is played in the game and where you heard it. Here we go. Again with this marimba sound, so that you hear with the piano, you hear every echo and the space. Oh. I was expecting this to be dark and scary, but we get this more soft, mysterious vibe instead. Okay, now we're getting holy vibes for sure. larger-than-life vibes. Ooh. Wow, they ended on that chord. I was expecting another chord to follow it, but instead you get this big bell clonk that fades out. What a mysterious way to end this. Might you perhaps enter a boss fight after this track? Or what happens in the game? Let's see. No comments on that yet, but if you want to explain where you heard this track, parts on the Roots Ancient Sanctuary, what kind of place that is. The next one on the list is another world map track. Let's see, Fabrice, the area before you enter the Gestrel village, a red forest. Let's see, Ancient Sanctuary is a lost forest. Oh, a lost forest. Not like, I was expecting Ancient Sanctuary to be like an ancient temple or something. But it's a lost forest before accessing the Gestrel village. Interesting that the Ancient Sanctuary feels so divine, like ancient mysteries hiding in there. And then when you get to Gestrel, you get this party mode vibes on most tracks we listened to so far. Let's see, the next one is World Map of Virtuosity and Heart. Comment where that track is played. Let's see, here we go. Oh, boss fight, right? Instant, majestic, high energy. Very grand, uplifting, majestic vibe. Noble. Heroic. With his high horns. Leading melody. But this da da da, and accenting the cymbals on some. Whoa! Second stage, or completely different vibe. Fast and hectic. Very dancey. Still ascending upwards. Such a heroic chorus. At the ascends going upwards. Making you feel like you're a true hero. Love this one. And then just accenting those. And then soaring string lines. With a huge male choir in the background. Love this accented percussion. And beautiful violins on top now. But I mean, this percussion rhythm makes me just want to charge the enemy. Oh, that's again. I love some of his endings are so unexpected. You hear that da, 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 going up and up and up, and you want to hit that final da 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 da. That's the note you expect the listener wants to hear there, and instead he goes down with the same note low on the keyboard, like a plonk in the low end. I mean, listen to that ending again. So unexpected. You want to hear that final... Oh, again, here. And instead you get that low, hard clunk on the piano. Wow. Maybe it feels like, and the enemy just dropped dead at that point. Let's see. Ancient Sanctuary is a lost forest before accessing the Gestrel village. It is also used as a Gestrel cemetery. I see. A lost forest. Is it a huge area? The area before you enter the Gestrel village. A red forest. It's supposed to be a maze-like forest that makes it hard to reach the village. That's why it's their sanctuary. Maze-like forest. That ancient tone. Is it like a... Like, what's the forest called in the second Hobbit movie? I don't remember. You know, that spooky forest they had to go through. Is it like that? Like super scary? But it felt more divine and mysterious. So this track, Virtuosity and Heart, that we just played, it's okay, it's created to be a loop, but when you hear that final, do you actually hear that final plonk hard piano note ever, like when the boss dies, or is it just on the soundtrack? Because it's just so instant and immediate, sudden. The next one is The Reacher, another The Reacher theme, Vers le Sommet. Here we go. Beautiful string harmonics. Full on acoustic guitar on this one. Basically all bass, piano and guitar. Playing style is very arpeggio driven, like da da ba 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 ba. Lots of echo and delay effects. Interesting hand percussion going on. Oh. The voices here are just super atmospheric and otherworldly. Orchestra comes in here with majestic, noble vibes. Backed up with his arpeggios on the guitar. Where is this played in the game? Who? bubbly sound design here. This little... It's like... One of the most atmospheric vocal mixes so far. Intensity on the melody and orchestra backing here. But still mainly hand percussion in the background. Right. Percussion taking over more now. Where everything else just fades out. And piano ending it. No, piano does not end it. That arpeggio on the guitar did like this little... Let's see. When the mobs die, the slow part of the music is played also as a loop. Ah, okay. The Reacher, let's see, this one, Verse del Sommet. You are flying balloons. Ah, I see. Reacher close to the summit. So that, perhaps that like, that super atmospheric mix you heard. And I wonder what the bubbly quality is. Media Man, they are filtered wind chimes with verb and echoes. Used something similar in a recent track. Yeah, that makes sense actually. So wind chimes for you non-musicians is like this tubes basically that you drag your fingers across and then it sounds like shimmering magic basically. All right, so which track do we have next on the list? Another world map track called Forlorn. Forlorn. Okay, that's an English word, right? But right now I cannot actually remember what... Media Man, what does forlorn mean? If you can just explain it for those of us that don't know that word exactly. Something about in the past, forlorn. Okay, here we go. Cello plus violin, it's... one of the most emotional combinations. Especially played solo like this. So much tragedy and pain in this performance. You cannot get more human than this kind of performance with instruments and music. arrangement. Where does this play in the game? I think this is the most tragic track so far that's instrumental. The players in the room there. Very interesting ending, I have to say. I have to give my respect to the players of the instruments in this soundtrack as well. Not only Lorin on the guitar, but I mean the cello players, violins players, horns, etc. They really can perform from their heart and soul. This is something you just feel. No AI bullshit. It's humanity wrapped in the soul and emotions of the players performing. Forlorn is an English word. Let's say, also the context of the game is around the Belle Epoque area, so think something around the year 1900. Ah, I see. That's perhaps why it feels so elegant and, you know, classical, basically, overall. And also, after someone dies, you have the same track on the world map, but with a different arrangement and lyrics. Forlorn, sad and lonely. Yeah, pretty much summed up the feelings I got when hearing this track. I personally like the track for those who come after instrumental, because with the person singing, the background music is hidden a lot more, which is my person. Oh, I see, yeah. I think I've done for those who come after previously. I recognize the name, but I'm not certain. If I haven't, I might do a video on it later. So, the next one we have on the list is, okay, another one from that ancient sanctuary, which you said was a forest you have to go through. It's just the entrance of the village, so I guess it's what you spoke about earlier when you, just before you enter that Gestrel village part. Here we go. Mysterious bell-like quality. Okay, this feels more friendly now. Not sad, not happy, but more like full of wonder. What is coming next? But of course we get an emotional violin line. Just because I said that. But an uplifting trill in the background. When you switch fast between two notes like this. Oh no! Okay. The groove turns more dancey. So it is, the groove and energy is kind of light-hearted and full of wonder. Okay. Definitely more light-hearted here. Tremolo on guitar. And then sudden minimal. Hearing that breath of space between the phrases. Fading out and then instant. Tavern vibes. Inviting you to have a drink in the tavern of the village. But still with some interestingly emotional lines in it. And you hear that arpeggio on the keyboard like back to dancey tavern vibes. Almost a bit Greek or Middle Eastern in the playing style on the strings here. All right, let's stop there. I accidentally turned on the second track. Let's see. Where does this play? Entrance of the village. Was it like before you enter the village? Because I got so many light-hearted like tavern vibes. So does it play actually when you go into the tavern? Let's see, just so you know the track. This one, Entrance of the Village. Gestrel are dumb, cute, funny. They think like kids and love to fight for fun. This area is still their maze. Okay, so it's still the before you go into the actual village. So basically that's why it was a bit conflicting in terms of ambience and atmosphere. It was light-hearted and dancey on the one hand, but it still had that mysterious and emotional lines. So it was basically as a transition before you get into the village. So I assume this Gestrel village is one of the more light-hearted and easygoing places in the game, because that's what I heard so far from the music at least. The next one is this one, Esquier Nest Francois. So Francois sounds like a character name. Esquisse Nest. Nest? Like a bird nest? What's Esquisse Nest? Where is this? Yeah, so it makes sense there. The Yoko. Okay, let's play Esquisse Nest Francois. And let me know in the comments where you heard this track in the game. Dark, mysterious piano. This echoey pulse. Underground theme, maybe, or a huge mansion or something. Listen to that reverse sound effect. Whoop, whoop. More rock drum set and a bit more grit in the background. But still those plinky, magical, mysterious vibes on the keys. And this... But you really feel the driving rock energy. I love this. Add so much tension with the sound effect. And again, ending with that low plonk piano note just ringing out. so that was this track, Esquisse Nest, Francois. Let's see. Correct, it's okay. You're fighting a rock that thinks he's... You're fighting a rock that thinks he's a turtle. All right, so it was a kind of comedic fight, but I felt it was a cave. It had that cave atmosphere. So this was actually a fight, not a real boss fight, I assume. It did not have like big boss vibes to it, so I guess it's an easier fight. Esquisse is a mythical creature, the most powerful thing in this world, and a great friend. Francois is his rude British neighbors, because you know Esquisse is French. All right, have to go there. The French, English, light-hearted bantering. Let's see. The next one is another Siren. Siren is a character, right? Because we've done some. But they love-hate each other, exactly. It's the light-hearted bantering. It's expected. We have the same, by the way, in Sweden with our Norwegian brothers and sisters. Have to have that banter. Hello from France. Greetings from Sweden. Very funny moment with the Monty Python vibes. Okay, so it was a funny fight in the game. Pretty easy fight, I assume. Hervey Bordy. The next one. Okay, so this one. Siren. And I did a couple of Siren themes. I cannot remember who Siren is in the game. So if you just explain that in the comments, I would appreciate it. And also this particular track. Tisser la beauté. Is that beauty in French? Oh, he one-shots you. What? Okay, so I thought that it would be an easy fight. But did anyone beat him? The Francois character. So, Siren tisser à la beauté. Here we go. Oh! Middle Eastern vibes for sure. Arabic, even. Love that Eastern flavor. Has so much mystery and ancient vibe to it. Anyone watching from any Arabic or Middle Eastern country? Lots of hectic energy going with the percussion. This tick 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 tick. But with these flowing arpeggios on the keyboard. But even the percussion, this is super Middle Eastern. I wonder if this is either a Greek bouzouki or something, or maybe a sass. Sitar, yeah, maybe. I definitely get that Middle Eastern vibe from it. So it must be a very unusual zone in the game, because we haven't had any of these vibes before. And now we get this straight pulse on the piano, just, you know, bum, 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 bum. Like a race. Oriental area, makes sense. Thank you. And this clickety-clackety percussion that's just up front in the mix. That's a really high sense of intensity. urgency. Is this a boss fight, by the way, or... Oh! Completely different mood change. Percussion dropped out, so... Whoops, sorry. Interesting. I wonder if Lorien played that string instruments himself, or if they got an authentic, like Arabic, Middle Eastern or player who played this Oriental kind of string instrument. I'm not sure which one it is, but it definitely had that tone. Could be, but sitar. I think sitar is more of that Indian vibe. I'm not sure if this was a sitar. Maybe it is written somewhere on Spotify which instruments they use. I'm not sure. Let's see. Siren is an area surrounding an enchanting female creature who charms the characters with its song and beauty. Let's see. It's a kumbus, a Turk bango. I have never heard about that one. I mean, I love the instrument called, I think it's called the zaz or balama. I don't have one myself yet, but as you can see, I collect instruments, so I may get one in the future. But this had a bit more of that bouzouki type of vibe. So, kumbus, thank you for letting us know. From France, thank you for your work, and hello and greetings from Sweden, my friend. It gives us non-musicians different approach of this great game. I'm happy to hear it. And since you're from France, I appreciate if you explain what things mean, if you can translate to English, because they have so many lyrics and cool things that we non-French speaking people have no idea about. Siren boss is described as she who plays with wonders. Ooh, what a beautiful way to describe it. Let's see, it means weave the beauty. Siren is one of the axons, one of the big bosses. She's painted by Renoir as a representation of Aline, if I recall. Plot can get a bit complicated. Okay, interesting. I can help, let's see, tisser la beauté means weaving the beauty. Such a beautiful poetic language they use in the track names, I have to say. And it's interesting, many of the track names are so unique that I don't even have to add Clair Obscur when I search on Spotify. I just add the track name, it's only one choice, because they are that unique. I can help with the translation, but it's hard doing it at the same time. Yeah. But it really helps, because there's a lot going on with the text. Okay, so the final one, actually, for today, for this part 3 live stream on the Clair Obscur soundtrack, is called Dolorosa. And to me, that sounds like a character name, but please let me know in the comments if that's correct. The Siren area, I think this area is also about the colonial past of France during the Belle Epoque era. Okay, so it goes back to the historic aspect of the game, I guess. Right, so the final one for today is this one, Dolorosa. Here we go. Ooh, dark and gritty start. Really gritty, distorted vibe. Dark, flowing choir from left to right. I mean, listen to that tension effect on the strings. Then turning intimate and emotional all of a sudden. like you're waving. Following the waves of the sea or something. Or the flow of time, maybe. Introducing upwards run on the piano. Those high notes really add that sense of operatic quality when they come in. But this is way more overall emotional and slow and soft. Like the lyrics are something grand. And ending on that upwards run, arpeggio run on the piano, and letting the shimmer and magic just fade out. All right, so let's see. Dolorosa is more like a requiem. Ah, I see. Meaning painful feelings, dream in the void. Some of the lyrics, dark dreams in the void, let me vanish in smoke. Oh, that's why you felt those emotional on a grand scale, like tragic tones. I think this track was never used in the game. Okay, it's in the original soundtrack here, at least. Dolorosa is the symbol of the Madonna, mother's pain and griefs. Oh, interesting. Somber dreams in pen, number in the void. Let me rest in peace. Those are some of the lyrics. Thinking, dreaming. Oh yeah, it felt like a very painful dream. I mean, dark dreams in the void, let me vanish in smoke. Damn, those lyrics. I mean, thank you for describing them or translating them. So much pain and depth in the lyrics that we non-French speaking people cannot appreciate unless we get it translated. I wonder if they have done any like other like an English singing guest artist on some of the tracks or something. But I mean, French is a beautiful language. It's just very difficult to understand. Some of the songs in the soundtrack were never used in the game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can imagine, because when you go into the list on Spotify with the entire soundtrack, it just goes on and on and on with tracks. So I think this is the biggest soundtrack in terms of amount of tracks I have ever seen. So it makes sense that it couldn't fit every track into the game. Wow! So that concludes the part 3 of the live stream of the Clair Obscur soundtrack. I want to thank everybody for being with me in the chat and sharing your experience, translating the difficult French for us, and just enjoying this amazing soundtrack. I think I will probably take a break from Clair Obscur. I will make a poll on my channel of which game I will continue next. But I might, if there's a lot of demand, go back and make a part 4. We will see. So thank you, everyone. I wish you an amazing Saturday and weekend, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.